In the heart of Appalachia, nestled within deep valleys and shadowed by ancient mountains, lie the quiet remnants of a bygone era. These are the region's ghost towns, once vibrant hubs of industry, fueled by the rich veins of coal that promised prosperity. They rose and fell with the fortunes of the mines. The echoes of steam whistles, the rumble of coal cars, and the voices of hardworking families have long since faded, replaced by the whisper of the wind through decaying structures. Today, nature is slowly reclaiming what was once carved from the wilderness, leaving behind a haunting testament to a lost way of life. Our journey begins in West Virginia's New River Gorge, a place of breathtaking beauty and profound history. Along these tracks lies Mund, once the bustling heart of the New River Gorge. In its heyday, it was a quintessential railroad town, boasting more coal freight than Cincinnati, Ohio. With its banks, hotels, and infamous saloons, Mund earned a reputation as the Dodge City of the East. But as the coal industry waned and the railroad's importance diminished, the town's pulse slowed to a stop. Now preserved by the National Park Service, its silent main street stands as a perfectly frozen tableau of the boom and bust cycle that defined the region. Not far from Mund, we find the remains of K-More. This coal mining town was a marvel of engineering, built directly into the steep walls of the gorge. Its most iconic feature is the daunting 821-step wooden staircase that connected the community on the rim to the coal processing plant and mine entrance far below. For the miners, this daily climb was a grueling reality. Now, descending these same steps feels like a journey back in time. Nature has since reclaimed the ruins, wrapping foundations and rusted machinery in a green embrace, leaving a powerful impression of the immense labor that once took place here. Further down the river is Nuttallburg, another significant coal town, now meticulously preserved as part of the national park. At one point, it was a model of industrial innovation, even catching the attention of Henry Ford, who leased the mine in the 1920s to supply high-quality coal for his automobile manufacturing. He modernized the entire operation, from the head house to the state-of-the-art conveyor tipple that still stands today. But even Ford's investment couldn't stave off the inevitable decline. With the mine's closure, the town was abandoned, leaving behind the most complete set of coal mining structures in the gorge. Not all coal towns were collections of simple company houses. The town of Bramwell tells a different story. Known as the home of the millionaires, this was where the wealthy coal barons who owned the mines lived. At the turn of the 20th century, Bramwell was said to have the highest concentration of millionaires per capita in the entire country. They built opulent Victorian mansions, complete with indoor plumbing, electricity, and every modern convenience, creating an island of extreme wealth amidst the rugged poverty of the coalfields. While Bramwell is not a ghost town, its preserved grandeur serves as a stark reminder of the immense fortunes that were built on the backs of the miners. Perhaps no Appalachian town is more famous than Coal Wood, immortalized in Homer Hickham's memoir Rocket Boys and the film October Sky. This was a classic company town where life revolved entirely around the Olga Coal Company. But it was also a place of dreams, where a group of ambitious boys looked past the coal dust and towards the stars. Their story brought hope and fame to this small community. However, the narrative of decline is relentless. When the mine finally closed in 1986, the town's lifeblood was cut off. The population dwindled, and the once lively streets and homes were left to crumble, a poignant symbol of a community left behind. The story of coal is also a story of conflict. In May Tuan, that conflict erupted into violence. In 1920, a gunfight broke out on the streets between local miners fighting for the right to unionize and private agents hired by the coal company. The event, known as the May Tuan Massacre, became a pivotal moment in the American labor movement and the bloody West Virginia mine wars. Today, May Tuan is a living town, but it carries the heavy history of that struggle, a ghost of a different kind that haunts its very identity. Some towns didn't just fade away, they vanished completely. Such is the fate of Gad, an underwater ghost town. In 1966, the creation of a dam on the Geow River formed Summersville Lake, a project designed for flood control and recreation. But progress came at a cost. The rising waters slowly inundated the entire town of Gad, along with several other small communities. Homes, roads, and memories were submerged. On days when the water is exceptionally clear, divers can still glide over the stone foundations and old roadways, exploring a world literally drowned by the march of time. Our final stop is a place where the ghosts are said to be more than just memories. The Lake Shawnee Amusement Park, built in the 1920s, sits on land with a dark and violent history. Long before the park was conceived, it was the site of a bloody clash between a settling family and a local Native American tribe. Later, the amusement park itself was plagued by a series of tragic accidents, leading to its closure in 1966. Now abandoned, its rusted Ferris wheel and skeletal swing ride stand as grim monuments. The site is considered one of the most haunted places in America, a place where layers of tragedy linger, from the industrial age back to the frontier. These towns, whether preserved, reclaimed by nature, or submerged beneath the water, are more than just ruins. They are silent keepers of a complex American story. A story of ambition, hardship, community, and loss, etched forever into the Appalachian landscape.